asustado. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. Just a bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
Your goals, I'm bringing my gang. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams each hoping to be right back here at State Farm Stadium in 2 weeks, and we are set to go from Glendale. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Wentz now to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Wentz. And Thomas has it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sims. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. First carry for James Conner. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. On play action, it's Murray. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray flushed out right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, and we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go.
Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 34 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14, Cardinals nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This is taken way up at the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Slide for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
The score, Commanders 21, Cardinals nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now this, a very short kick.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Cardinals nothing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Murray now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. The Commanders 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Throwing on first down is Murray. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Murray a give. This is Connor. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Oh, Connor loses it. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
complete to James Conner.
They'll run here with Conner, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. On the move to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Prater's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Again, it's Wentz. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run with Gibson. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got a man complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is caught. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. James Conner in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. A final shot before break. Murray. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game from the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play fake. Murray. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Robinson on a give right side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit farther. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 36, Wentz had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wentz now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's first dress way now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone. Murray to Connor on the check down. And he loses the football a second time. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Murray now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Murray again. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 1st down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 87 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Connor going to try and run it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable, right? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salt to the red. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. They'll try to run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.